Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Relic 3 replay. Spawn on top right side as the Red Allies, we have PriNce. Spawn on left side as the Yellow Empire, we have WarServer. Of course, we do got a power generator, we do got these instant dojos being deployed on out. Over here, it looks like we got potentially fast airfield. The wall system's going down, maybe it's not fast airfield. It seems like we're doing a little bit slow. Could be a refinery. Nope, there is the fast airfield now. Over here, you got, of course, refinery cores, multiple refinery cores being deployed on out. Dojo core advancing towards the oil derrick now. And the burst drone does spot it, and the burst drone's actually camping the airfield. So the first aircraft that may need to come out is a Apollo, because the burst drone will jump on top of the Vindicator and slow them down. We do have some Imperial Warriors advancing forward. I wonder how easy the bomb micro when there's a burst drone on top of you. Vindicator's charging on forward. Will spot the instant dojo there. He does pause the engineer there. Very, very good. And now, of course, got the refinery core or refineries being poured on out. So as this instant dojo camping the airfield, got another power generator as well as a mecha bay. And now here comes Apollo to clean up the burst drone, I think. How easy is a target burst drone on top of Vindicator? At least floating above a Vindicator. Apollo's pushing way forward. Do have this other Vindicator charging on forward. He has not built wall segments here. He doesn't need wall segments. This is the fast airfield. There's nothing from the ground to threaten his ore collector. We got a pair of Apollos there now. Got two Vindicators, two Apollos. Maybe want to see some tank buzzers here. Maybe a bit hard to get that out. Going for a defender core right there. It does bomb the defender core there. It does use the sacrifice there. And now it's pulling out another defender core now. Do got a single mecha tank deployed out in the field. Does get the engineer over here. He could potentially pull out another dojo core to claim that other oil derrick. Defender core setting it up. Got to immediately set it up into anti-aircraft mode. It looks like the Vindicators will come forward and bomb it again. Does settle off for a small credit refund. Didn't get all the credits back. Going for another Defender Core now. Defender Cores take a bit of time to deploy on out. Most of the Vindicators will likely get the bombs up and going again. Of course, we got the two Jet Tangos push way forward. He could allow it to get bombed again and then chase back the Vindicators. It does find the Vindicators right there. It does take out one of the Vindicators, so that Defender Core will stay up. Does get the transform there. Only loses one, the Mecha Tengus. The Defender Core is now switching to anti-aircraft mode now. Because they transform, some of them are good transform there. It does get a good volley there onto that Vindicator. Now I do got the Defender Core here, getting some damage onto the Apollos. You now got Defender Core on both of those refineries as well. Probably moving my microphone a little bit. It's a little bit low. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Now I've got 3 Apollos, 1 Vindicator. That's quite a bit of anti-aircraft there. We got now a multi-gun turret and a boot camp being deployed on field. He does spot the expansion there thanks to this Imperial Warrior. Has not taken time to claim up that oil derrick. We now have another refinery core being deployed on field. Go and make for the naval expansion. Still only just one Vindicator. Does bomb the civilian structure. Spots the 3 Apollos there. So now knows what his opponent's going for. It may be safe to go for Tsunami Tank and Striker VX at the moment. Chance for a cryocopter coming out. No, it is likely, but he still has not gotten out his heightened clearance. I think it's going for heightened clearance now. Now I've got these Mecha Tengus, Jet Tengus pushing way forward. Does drop down on top of the Prospector. Does drop down both of them on the inside. It does get a lot of damage onto that Prospector. Bomb run comes forward, but only gets 1 bomb off because he didn't reload it in time. There's enough room there for another airfield as well, but it could leave it vulnerable to, say, balloon bombs. You do not have 2 Striker VXs deployed out in the field. And we've got some javelin troops now hitting some of these Mecha Tengus. One of them has pursued the prospector out to sea, and the Imperial Warrior does take out the Javelin Troop there. There's a single Imperial Warrior there. I was going to be trying to eye the bomb the command hub. He likely does have honorable discharge, so bombing it will not exactly be great. It will probably destroy the command hub. Not like that command hub there would do much either way. Oh, he does not get the command hub there, but he can also sell it off for like 1 credit. Not even worth it selling off at that point in time. As they deploy LC, you won't even get a free Peacekeeper. Does take out the airfield now. Very, very good. You have another airfield up here. Does transform, trying to hit these Apollos. Does take out 1 of the Apollos now. Now there's going to be a sizable ground army there. Striker VXs, can they crush infantry? I honestly can't think of the top of my head. You don't usually try to crush with them all too often. They got a bonsai charge there. Does get 1 Peacekeepers. It does get 2 of the Peacekeepers there. Same time for transform. Does get the point defense drones off. Apollo's not trying pursuing those striker VXs or chopper VXs. Does peel some of them away. Trying to sprawl out for transform time. Does lose 1 of them. But the Mecha Tango does go down there. It does have another Defender Corps there. He has bombed 1. He's taking time to pull out the other. 3 jet tankers are facing on forward. And over here, do now have the Javelin troops engaging the Imperial Warrior. Infantry's trying to make their way for the center. You got another Mecha Tengu. Does get destroyed off there. Didn't transform in time. First wall segments. And now we do have heightened clearance. So they can plot some Crowcopters as well as Guardian tanks. Chopper VX is charging forward. 1 of them do get shot down out of the sky. There's a lot of Gunner IFVs on the field. 1 of the Apollos do get shot down as well. Now it's starting to call tsunami tanks. He may just want to eye for a heavy ground army. Get some Imperial Warriors, get some tsunami tanks, and he has enough anti-aircraft at the moment. Gunner IFVs to push way forward. Does use Naval Factor there to get some repairs. Does have a Defender Corps here. Not in anti-aircraft mode. Got a decent ground army here. And the allied player has gotten his naval expansion up, so he is going to start pull ahead in economy. His opponent has had this oil derrick for quite some time, so it has evened out a little bit. Now I got the oil derrick being destroyed by laser lock javelin. Point defense drones have going on the field, and there goes the oil derrick. Striker VX is pushing forward once again, or Chopper VXs. Does avoid being detected there, maybe? And it's probably getting pretty close. We're not going to Tsunami Tank advance on back. Got these Tsunami Tanks receiving quite a bit of damage now. Local Tsunami Tanks, all Tsunami Tanks do go down. That is a massive loss. These Defender Corps may need to switch into anti-ground mode for the time being, because there's nothing here to really stop them. Hasn't switched them just yet. Multi-gunner or Chopper VX is charging on forward. Got some Chopper VXs here. Does switch them now. We do now have the... Oh, we do have the Nano Swarm Corps there. Trying to go for laser locks there. Chopper VX is engaging. Getting some good damage there on the oil ore refinery. Getting all my words mixed on up, aren't I? Does briefly target to a Peacekeeper there. Do out now the MCV trying to go for some crushes there. Does take out all the Javelin troops. Multi-gunner IVs are not being spotted on this. Does crush 3 of them. Some Tsunami tanks getting, or Guardian tanks getting some good damage there. Good bomb run there. Takes out the MCV there and now it's down to basic production. But we do now have the Chopper VX trying to go for the MCV as well. But likely not going to be successful. Single Apollo's trying to fire away. Multi-gunner turrets are now firing. Multi-gunner IVs are firing. It will likely get the armor facility there. Good amount of damage down the airfields. The honorable discharge will probably take out. Does take the MCV as well. There goes the airfield. And has only a boot camp remaining. Has 2 refineries. 3 refineries. So you can start deploying out a lot of peacekeepers. Over here, only ore collectors can be deployed on the field. You need to solve some of the turrets now and go straight for ore collectors. Sells them up now. He's starting to queue up these multi-gunner ore collectors now. Javelin troops are probably what he needs. These sniper tanks are charging on forward. He's trying to go for the boot camp, which he's not started repairing just yet. We got a good number of javelin troops now in the field. Does crush one. Crush a good number there. Does lose both of them. Didn't get the boot camp. And the Empire player does back the game now. He didn't realize, but he could have easily won that if he start getting a good number of those multi-gunner or those ore collectors in. By the way, this Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.